Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm sitting down to talk to you guys about life updates and also the third trimester recap. So some of you may know, some of you might not know, but I delivered our baby and he is officially here. He's actually sitting next to me. I'm not gonna share him in this video because I want it to be like its own special video with Larry as well. If you hear a weird humming, it's because he's in a swing and we have laundry going in the background. But we're going to talk about third trimester recap really quick and then just kind of the quick version of what happened and how we ended up delivering. As you guys know, our due date or my due date was August 19th and I ended up having him on August 6th. So here we are. So let's talk about third trimester first of all. The third trimester for me, and I did not plan anything. I'm literally just sitting down casually talking to you guys. I don't have anything written down. I'm tired, which I'm sure you guys can relate to. So I'm just kind of sitting down to talk to you guys and we're just gonna roll through it. But the third trimester for me, I should know the date of when that started and I don't know if I do. And I changed the app to baby born, so will it even tell me? I don't know. Okay, that's fine, we don't know. But the third trimester for me was actually the hardest trimester. My first was very smooth. The second trimester for me was amazing. The second trimester, the best trimester. You have energy, you feel great, you can get things done. Third trimester rolled around for me and I ended up getting like all these strange not health issues exactly, but blood issues and just things that were popping up. So I think the first thing that started was they told me, which I told you guys in vlogs, that I had thrombocytopenia, which is low blood platelets, and during pregnancy. But I have low blood platelets anyways. I always have for a very long time. So that was kind of the start. And then it turned out my iron was very, very, very low and I had to have iron infusions. And yeah, just the energy wasn't really there. I was tired a lot, but again, you're in your third trimester. You cannot bend over, you cannot tie your shoes, but those are just the little things. And the big thing, which was still a big thing when we got into the delivery room, was whether or not I would be able to receive an epidural and what my pain management, if I chose to have pain management, what it would look like during labor and delivery. Because if you have thrombocytopenia, if your blood platelets are below a certain point, they do not like to perform the epidural. So just because of bleeding in the spine and other issues that can arise because of that. But it was a whole thing all the way up to I had people be like, yes, you can have it. No, you can't have it. Yes, you can have it. No, you can't have it. And I'll go into further detail in the labor and delivery vlog on that because it was a wild ride at the hospital. But also third trimester, I would say I live in hot, humid Florida. The only thing I wanted to do was either be in the pool or inside. I did not want to do any physical activity outside, very warm, very hot. My body temperature was constantly super hot. We had the house drop down low. I was freezing Larry out of the house all the time. And since coming home, I have cranked up the air conditioning. Is it cranked up or cranked down? It went from 70 to 72, sometimes even 73, because I'm freezing. I'm back in sweaters, which I haven't been in forever, because again, my body temperature was just so hot. Another very strange thing in the third trimester, I had that acid heartburn, fire throat all the time, no matter what. I was eating the amount of Tums that you're allowed to have in a day that's safe during pregnancy every day. So Tums were a part of my diet. And I also ended up with the most sensitive tongue ever. I have geographic tongue. You guys can Google it. I've always had it. Basically, layers of my tongue peel off depending on what foods I will eat, but amplify that times a million when in the third trimester. There was a lot of things that I absolutely could not eat at all, like anything spicy, anything acidic, like even down to oranges, orange juice, even granola sometimes, because you know, if you have cinnamon in your granola, that would flare up the acid reflux and my tongue. Just literally imagine the most bland diet, but I'm really bad at having a bland diet. I like spice in my life, but I really did cut out hot sauce, tomato-y based things. If I did have tomato-y based things, you guys know I like to make spaghetti a lot and tacos a lot. I would suffer the consequences of that. But ever since having our baby, that also has gone away, which has been amazing. I can pretty much, well, see, no, I can't eat whatever I want because I am breastfeeding, so I'm watching what I'm putting in my body. So not eating anything spicy quite yet. And again, I'll go into more detail about all of that too in a upcoming video that I want to film with Larry and the baby. I want it to be like a nice full video with both of them. So along with the thrombocytopenia, by the way, for some reason my white blood cells were quite high and my red blood cells were quite low. I still do have to go back to the doctor. I see an oncologist now. Oncologists also treat blood disorders, so that's why I see one, and I do have to go to him eventually. Actually, I missed my appointment because I delivered, and we have it rescheduled. So we'll figure out what's going on with that. We'll see if things kind of balance themselves out now that I am not pregnant, and we'll go from there. But that's another struggle that I kind of developed in that third trimester. When I was 35 weeks, I went to one of my OB appointments and my stomach, my belly was measuring small, which then they ordered me an ultrasound. I got really nervous because they said after the 20-week scan, they don't do any ultrasounds unless they suspect a possible issue. So of course that sets you into like anxiety mode and a little bit of stress mode because you just want everything to be perfect and okay with your little one. So I got really nervous and we ended up going in for several ultrasounds. The doctor was concerned that the baby had IUGR. Turned out everything was fine. And then they sent us home. I think that appointment was maybe on a Friday or something like that. And then I got a call Monday night at like 7 p.m. from the doctor. Not just the doctor's office, guys, but the doctor. And you know when the actual doctor calls, it's kind of like, oh no. So he let me know that he looked into the chart further after that. I don't know what happened. He didn't see it at first, but he was looking at the chart in further depth a couple days later and found out that my amniotic fluid was low. So it was a 5.8, I believe, and they want it to be like the normal range is 5 to I think 25. That's a guess. Don't quote me, but the lowest is 5. They don't want it any lower than that. So mine was 5.8. So they wanted to come in they wanted me to come in the very next day for an ultrasound. And it went up to, was it 7.8, honey?
Yes.
Yeah, 5.8 to 7.8. And then they wanted to monitor it again, and then it dropped down to 5.7. And that was what day? I had updated you guys, said that we were going in for an ultrasound. And then I didn't update past that because it did drop down again to 5.7. We met with the doctor that day, which was the 5th, Friday. Let me look at my dates. Guys, yeah, I like don't know what day it is, what time it is. No, the 4th was a Thursday.
Yeah, because you had an appointment on Thursday too, I think.
I did have an appointment on Thursday. Oh, that was labs. Okay. So the 5th. So the 5th we went in for the ultrasound, and he came in the room, our doctor, he looked at us and he's like, well, you guys dropped again. He's like, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to have baby or do you want to wait? He's like, if you wait, I'm bringing you back again on Monday to have another ultrasound, or we deliver baby and, you know, he'll be safe and we'll know that he's okay. And I was like, I didn't know what to do with that, because when you're given a choice like that, it's kind of like, well, but what would you do? I literally asked him, I said, if it was your daughter or your wife, what would you do? And he told us that if it was his daughter that was pregnant and her levels were low, she would not be leaving the house and he would be monitoring her 24/7. So Larry and I kind of looked at each other and thought, well, we don't want it to drop any further on a Saturday or a Sunday and something terrible happen. And that's also what the doctor said. He's like, I would rather induce you and bring baby into the world rather than something terrible happen. So there we went on our way to the hospital, and I got induced, and that's how that all started. So the third trimester was, wow, like nobody really prepares you for the third trimester. You think the first trimester, everybody's worried about, you know, all the other things. I think the second trimester is just the most fabulous, but then the third, there's a whole nother band of worries that starts happening and unpredictable things that happen. But overall, he is safe and he is here and he is lovely. He's the cutest little thing ever, and I cannot wait to film the sit down video where you guys get to meet him. But before that is the labor and delivery vlog. And with that, I will warn you guys now, we were not allowed to film, which I had told you guys previously, but if you're new and you don't know, we were not allowed to film once I started pushing. There was no filming to be allowed. However, we were allowed to take some pictures. So there were some pictures taken in those moments. So we'll see how it looks. I haven't even sat down to look at the footage. I've taken a full week off, I think. I was planning on taking 2 weeks off, and then part of me was just like, I kind of want to get back into a routine. And I've been open about that with you guys over on Instagram. I'm finally starting to post a little bit more on Instagram and Instagram stories. So if you guys aren't following, feel free to follow over there. That's where I've been very active and with updating and everything like that. But I had my first cup of coffee this morning since the 5th. I had coffee the 5th, the morning of that appointment when they sent us to the hospital. So it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days since I have had coffee. And there was just something about making that cup of coffee, sitting down in the living room with my little one, and it just sort of feeling like a normal-ish routine, because it's a whole new world, guys. Let me tell you, motherhood is a whole new world. So again, we'll get into more detail about all of that too. And a couple other things that I want to share too is just about pregnancy and carrying him in that 3rd trimester. He's a strong little guy. I don't know. He always kind of hung out in the same spots too. He was always in my lower left abdomen and my upper right, where he would kick my ribs, he would stretch out, and you really, really start to feel those intense movements in that 3rd trimester. I had extreme thirst. Sahara Desert. I was chugging like 10, though you guys know, well, I don't know if you know, but if you see in videos or on Instagram or wherever, if you notice, I'm always carrying around a huge water bottle. I was going through like 10 of those a day. Oh my gosh, the peeing at night. Holy crap, that's a whole nother thing. How many times would I wake up to pee? Like 8 times a night? And trying to get comfortable too. Wow, it was something else. Like, it took effort and intense rollover motion to try and get comfortable. I slept with a pillow in between my legs, pillow by my back. You guys know my pillow, and it was wonderful. But the sleeping does get intense towards the end, which I'm sure you guys know. If you've been pregnant, you know it does get pretty intense. And then I had made the joke actually that I would probably end up getting up less in the middle of the night when I had the baby than I did in the 3rd trimester with peeing. No, that's jokes on me, because it's either about the same, but you're up for a lot longer. Like, that was a leisure, okay? That was wonderful, waking up in the middle of the night just to go pee, just to walk back to bed. Like, that was quick and, you know, easy. So a lot different, but enjoying every minute of it. And yeah, I'm very excited to get back into the routine, back into filming, and hopefully I'm still gonna maintain my schedule. Do I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or am I every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday? I think I'm Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I think so. Yeah, see what happens when I go away for a week. I don't know what I'm doing or what has happened. Plus, the sleep deprived thing is a whole thing. Yay, laundry. That was another thing that felt very routine to me, is just throwing in a load of laundry. Felt nice. You have something to add, honey?
How was your appetite?
Oh, it was, because I couldn't eat anything because I was getting so uncomfortable. Thank you for reminding me of that. So in the 3rd trimester, like Larry had asked me, I had a hard time eating. It's best to eat small, frequent, like small couple meals a day rather than sitting down with a big meal, plus with acid reflux. But the other thing was I would get so uncomfortable. I mean, I'd be in physical pain if I overate. And I am kind of bad at overeating because I love food. But yeah, that was a whole journey, and trying to learn to cut myself off and not eat past a certain point. Like I can have 3 tacos, and the stand tacos, the big tacos, 3 when I wasn't pregnant. When I was pregnant in the 3rd trimester, I could have 1 taco. And that's just because there's just no room, and all this stuff is just sitting up in your chest, and it's kind of a horrid feeling. But I learned. Oh, I wrote it down. The 3rd trimester is from weeks 28 to week 40. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting lots of things. Okay, the other thing was Charlie horses. I would get humongous tense knots in my calves. They told me to take magnesium. I used to take magnesium pre-pregnancy for migraines. So I started taking that again and it didn't, unfortunately, it didn't really help, guys. Like I was just getting them like crazy. And it was only at night that I would get them, but I would get them so intense and so tight and bad that my calf would actually be really sore the whole next day and a couple days after. It felt like I just got punched right in the calf, which was not fun. And I did a lot of swimming. So my doctor at one point said, you know, to help yourself, definitely get in the pool, do swimming, do some kind of exercise that's light and safe in the 3rd trimester. And for me, that was the pool. You guys saw that I would do laps with Larry in the pool. And I think that that was really helpful and just kind of feeling better throughout the 3rd trimester.
How was your stamina when you were in the pool?
My stamina in the pool. Some days great, other days not great. Sometimes I would do really good with my laps, and then other days I would get these weird like belly pains, and I was like, okay, I need to calm down and take a break and not do a lap. But other days I was really, really good. I think little one might love water because I mean, we spent a lot of time in the Atlantic Ocean in the 3rd trimester on our baby moon. We spent almost every single day in the pool. That's another thing I'm kind of missing and kind of sad about because Larry and I had quite the routine in the evenings. We would go out and I'd get all my work done for the day and emails and editing and filming or whatever I needed to do for the day and cleaning, and then a certain point of the day would roll around and Larry and I would get in the pool together, and I haven't had that in a while. So I do miss those things. Okay, so actually a little fun fact is at 28 weeks, baby was, and this is according to the app that I follow, and I'm also on the app for baby stuff now. It's the What to Expect app. But when I started the 3rd trimester, at 28 weeks, baby is the size of a head of romaine lettuce and weighs about 2.25 pounds. And then I delivered at 38 weeks, pretty much on the dot, because I was 37 weeks, 6 days when they sent me into the hospital. And the day that I delivered, I was 38 weeks on the nose, right? No, I was 38 weeks one day when I delivered, 38 weeks when I went to the doctor and he sent me in to be induced. That's what it was. And when he was 38 weeks, what size was he? He was the size of a melon at 37 weeks. I don't know what size he was at 38 weeks, but definitely felt like a melon coming out. Lol. Okay, guys, I think I am going to end this here. I know it wasn't a very organized video. I don't feel very organized at the moment, but I did want to hop on, catch up with you guys, get back to some kind of routine. And the next video after this will be the labor and delivery vlog. Again, there's not going to be me actually video delivering the baby, but there is going to be some pictures that I'll insert in that video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye. I feel dead tired, but that's okay. Let me chug my... Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today is a video that I'm going to... Today is a video.
It's a video.
Today is a video. I'm saying it again. Oh, Lord. I'm out of practice. It's been a week. Okay, let's restart that. Hello, everybody. Welcome... Oh, Lair. This is what happens though when you don't plan out your videos. You just sit down and chill, film.